Hey, how's it going everybody? It's DJ Sketch and welcome back to the channel. And today we're taking a look at the follow-up for Bloodstained's 2D counterpart, Curse of the Moon 2, which released on July 10th across all platforms and much like its predecessor delivers Castlevania-style action in nearly every way. With Koji Igarashi at the helm alongside his team at Inti Creates, does this compare to the original entry that released 2 years prior? Let's find out. Though I will say it's awesome that a project that initially started as a stretch goal for a Ritual of the Night has become its own full-fledged series, so let's get into the story. Zangetsu returns from the first Curse of the Moon game for an all-new adventure with new party members as well on this go-around. On the journey, Zangetsu is joined by the exorcist Dominique, the gunman Robert, and Hachi, the shovel mech driving corgi. The corgi I wasn't too sure about at a glance, but when you start playing with him you definitely see he's got a spot in the roster. This entry also allows for 2-player simultaneous play, which is also sick. As far as the story, it's quite simple. Demonic forces have been unleashed upon the land once again, and it's up to you and your squad to banish them back from the darkness from whence they came. Sounds pretty simple, right? Gameplay wise, we get more of the same from the first Curse of the Moon game, and it's straight up OG Castlevania with an updated graphics engine and sound engine as well. And with it being retrofitted to modern consoles, it runs very well. Gameplay is smooth, and with this entry it is encouraged to switch between characters on the fly, to access alternate paths, and to navigate certain situations. Hachi, for example, can hover over a lot of the tough jumps in the game, but if you're running the game on the veteran mode, the knockback will stop your hover and send you down, so use caution on those more difficult jumps. Every member of the party has a function and will be utilized at some point during each playthrough of the game's 8 stages, which even at the start will hit heavy with the nostalgia vibe. Audio-wise, this game is banging. The sound department is hitting hard here with awesome tunes from start to finish, and the music was one of my favorite parts of this game since it was all good. Sound effects wise as well, the game was great with an old school touch on the Foley work. Fans of the 8-bit Castlevania games should feel right at home here with the way everything sounds. Graphics wise, this is a callback to the 8-bit entries of Castlevania in a variety of ways, like the parallax scrolling you'll see on the stages, down to the animations of the characters you'll traverse the game with. Bosses are varied and stunning visually all around, and the stage designs themselves are familiar and cleverly laid out as well. In true Castlevania fashion, there's a clock tower section and lots of jumps to cross, hopefully without getting knocked back into the pit, which there are several. Overall stage designs in this game are, for the most part, awesome, and will definitely give you a glimpse of how action platformers of the era were the embodiment of the saying, get good. Challenge-wise, this game is pulling no punches and starts out tough from the get-go, but once you have your party members, you'll quickly see which characters can help the situations best and get you to those alternate and often more difficult paths to get some of the hidden items throughout the game. Exploration is at times risky, but often rewarded with powerful items and much needed lifelines, especially leading up to boss encounters. For those that want the ultimate experience, play it on veteran and get to the second episode for remix paths and even some cameos from the past members of the original Curse of the Moon game as an added bonus, along with some additional boss fights. This game will make you work for it, but man, is it satisfying to finally pass a stage or section you may have been stuck on for who knows how long. The last 2 boss fights in episode 1 especially have some timing and placements to learn for optimal results, but remember to use your sub-weapons and switch characters if you're taking a lot of damage. Variety is the spice of demon slaying. All in all, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 is a blast to play. For fans of Castlevania and the works of Koji Igarashi in general, should feel right at home here, especially those that appreciate the early entries of the franchise. It's still crazy to think that Konami more or less refuses to make a new Castlevania game, while the spiritual successor to the series is doing marvelously. In spite of Konami's oversight, I'll take this over a slot machine any day. Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2 gets a well-deserved 9 out of 10. Solid game from start to finish, and more than enough challenge to offer up on an awesome 2D demon slaying experience that you can bring a friend along on. So check this out if you're looking for a game that is as difficult as it is fun. Both will keep you coming back until the credits roll. And also, I thank you again for checking out this video. If you find these videos helpful, that's awesome. I'm glad you can use it as a resource. Keep checking back often. We'll have some more reviews coming up in the future, and stay tuned. And hope everybody is doing well out there and staying safe. And I'll talk to you guys again real soon. Take it easy.